The D3300 is one of Nikon's leading entry-level DSLRs and a great value with an 18 to 55mm kit lens. With this camera you get a 24.2 megapixel image sensor, Nikon's X-Speed 4 image processor, and a host of features like Wi-Fi connectivity and in-camera distortion correction. The 18 to 55mm kit lens is a good start, but below we break down the best prime and zoom lens options that will help take your photography with the D3300 to the next level, including wide-angle, portrait, telephoto, and all-in-one. For more information, see our lens comparison table and buying advice below the pics. Number 3. Nikon 35mm f1.8. If you plan on shooting travel or street photography with the D3300, we highly recommend picking up the Nikon 35mm f1.8. With a focal length equivalent of 52.5mm, this is one of the top lenses in the DX lineup. It's sharp, performs well in low light, and is relatively inexpensive for what you get. The only real weakness of the 35mm f1.8 is that aside from a metal mount, the lens has a plastic build that may not last forever. But this isn't a huge risk considering the price, especially for a fantastic lens overall. If deciding between the 35mm f1.8 and the 50mm f1.8 above, both are similar in terms of image quality, so the choice mostly comes down to focal length. The 35mm f1.8 is better for travel and as a walk-around lens, while the 50mm f1.8 is ideal for people photos. Number 2. Nikon 50mm f1.8. For those who shoot portraits or indoor photography, the 50mm f1.8 is a must-have lens. It's one of the sharpest in Nikon's lineup, performs well in low light at f1.8, has fast and accurate autofocus, and produces good bokeh. Compared to the 18 to 55mm kit lens above, the 50mm f1.8 will make your photos look more professional and crisp at a reasonable price point. We also like the easy focus override, which allows you to switch from auto to manual simply by moving the focus ring. Keep in mind that this technically is an FX lens but is fully compatible with the D3300 and equivalent to 75mm. And we like the crossover appeal should you ever decide to upgrade to a full-frame camera. Number 1. Nikon 18 to 55mm f3.5 to 5.6 VR2. There isn't much to debate here. The Nikon 18 to 55mm VR2 is included with the D3300, and you won't find the camera body on its own, new at least. The good news is that this kit lens is fairly decent and improved from its predecessors, with better sharpness and a lower weight at 6.9 ounces. You can expect some distortion at the wide end, which can be corrected in camera with the automatic distortion correction on the D3300. And the 18 to 55mm VR2 is in great and low light with a maximum aperture of f3.5 to 5.6, but kit lenses seldom are. It is, however, a solid starting point and can serve as a handy backup should you decide to add some of the primer zoom lenses below.